Welcome to my podcast. Ignore this big ass pimple, whatever. Today I'm feeling much happier and much giddier than I was in the previous episode because my voice is coming back and this shit is going down. Okay, so welcome to my podcast. My name is Ogheneochuko. You're watching Ochuko's Diary, and this podcast is titled Let's Talk with Ochuko's Diary. Okay, in this podcast, and there's a playlist for it because I already have 4 episodes on it. I talk about all things movies, my favorite movies, the movies I'm watching now, and just my thoughts on it because I like to talk and I have a lot of thoughts. Okay, so this particular time, or we can say this particular part or season of this Let's Talk, is focused on Singles Inferno, and I am specifically talking about Singles Inferno season 4, which is now available on Netflix. Approximately 6 episodes. Okay, so I've been able to talk about episodes 1 to 4, and this is my little rant on episode 5 because I always have thoughts. And one thing with me is when I'm watching a series, I just be talking to myself when I'm watching it. I could even be the only person in the room and I'm just chatting. So I decided that instead of me to just be chatting to myself, why can't I chat to my virtual friends? And that is why I came up with this little podcast. So this is my little intro. I'm not going to do it again. Let's get right into talking about episode 5. Always breaking it into parts. We're going to start from where we left off in episode 4. So episode 5 starts with the girls being transported to paradise, and it's quite shocking because every single girl, the 5, I think 6 of them, were transported to paradise, and they had to meet 3 new guys: Jungho, I think Songbo or so, and Kia, right? 3 guys, very handsome guys, and they had to like vote to pick one person that's going to come with them to paradise while the other 2 return to the real world. And one person ends up being chosen, which is Jungho, and Jungho, yes, that's this guy's name. All I'm going to say is I really wanted Songbo to be chosen. I even like Kia, but I did not like that 3rd guy, which is the Jungho that was chosen. I don't think it's going to add anything different to what we already have going on in the Inferno, and I was proving right when I watched episode 6. He was just there. He literally did not do anything all through that episode. But like I said, I'm always open to developments and anything can really happen. We still have 6 more episodes to go, right? So that's just my thoughts on that. I don't think it's going to add anything new. I would have wished for Songbo to be added instead of him, but you know what, it's his chance, and I know he's going to, maybe he's going to do something with it, who knows. But that's just my thoughts on that. The next thing I want to talk about is Haylene. Okay, because while the girls were in paradise, we had another girl be added to the show, which is Haylene. I think I heard she's a singer, like idol in Korea, quite popular a bit. So people were like surprised to see her. I don't know her personally, but she's a breath of fresh air. That's all I want to say. Like, she's very bubbly, and that's the kind of person I am. So seeing somebody like that in the Inferno was just so good, because the personalities I've been seeing so far, because one thing about Koreans, they're so high on that personality traits, INTJ, ENTJ shit, and I was going to talk about that. I don't know if I talked about it, but she seemed like a very extroverted person in contrast to the many introverted personalities like Jiyeon, Jongsu that I've been seeing so far. Even Jongsu, even Sian is not really that extroverted. She's just being chosen a lot, that's why she seems like that. So seeing Haylene was like a breath of fresh air. She was very chatty to the guys, respectful. Like, she was keeping the conversation going, which is something I don't see often with the girls. Everybody tries to be so respectful, which is, I think, is something that is particular or peculiar to the Korean culture. They are not so, even their dressing doesn't always scream. That's why when they see someone like that, it's always like, who is this person? Like, everybody's always so, like, I don't know what to say. You see that with Tio. When Tio said you, it was like, oh, we don't say you here, because extroverted personalities is not so common in the Korean society. So I liked Haylene. I think she was really fresh. She was chill. She kind of connected with all the guys. I don't think there was any guy that she didn't really connect with, but it was which brings me to number 3 point, which is the fact that I was so surprised that Haylene chose Dongho. Like, Dongho is her main interest. I was expecting her to choose Jongsu, but I'm so happy she did not choose Jongsu, because that guy, I just don't like him. Like I've said in previous episodes, I don't like him. I don't like the fact that he doesn't like to tell the truth. That's just my thoughts on him. So Haylene picking Dongho was quite unexpected, but like I said, she's very extroverted. Dongho gives very introverted vibe. Him and so I wasn't really shocked. I wasn't shocked because extrovertedness and introvertedness always mix well. So I wasn't shocked. I just hope it works out for them. But I'm much an Arin and Dongho shipper. So I don't know, right? But all I can say is Helen is a breath of fresh air, and she and Dongho were like a very unexpected match. The next I'm going to talk about is her comments that she made. That comment was rude, okay? People would say, like I said, I praise that I'm going to comment. I'm also going to like not praise her in this one, because seeing these girls, one thing about girls, I'm a girl, is we can smell the competition from a mile away. And someone telling you Oni, she could even be the she doesn't even know their age, right? Saying Oni outright, like, it did not sound like a respectful thing. It was more like a shade, like my elder sisters, because you think you're younger. And that's just, for me, I'm trying to hide this shit, and for me it just seemed like a rude comment. I could be wrong, tell me I'm wrong in the comments and I'll take it, but I just felt like it was a rude comment. She could have said anything but that. And the girls didn't even take it well. They were like, you could see Sian visibly get upset when she said Oni. Even Jion has been very calm, was like taking her back. So I don't know. I think for me it was not the right thing to say at that point. So yes, she's a public person, she's nice, but I can sense when she's not happy. She's not someone that can mask her face, and it tends to, like, I'm just like that as well. That's why I said the girl is just like me, because I know I would have probably said something like that too, just to like show that, okay, I'm a competition and I'm here and all that. But it was a rude comment to say in front of people you've not met before. So that's my thoughts on that. Moving on, we're going to talk about, next time we're talking about is Theo and Sian. I just want to say, this is an open letter to Sian. Please, if you don't want Theo, don't worry, just ship him, box him up like a Christmas gift and send it to me in Nigeria, because I don't get it at all. I know she really likes Jungso. I said in the previous episode that it's very certain, it's very obvious now that she likes Jungso a little bit more, because even when in episode 5, when the new girl came, they introduced after the Oni comments, and I think someone told her that Jungso had gone with Dongho and Helen to the date, and you could even see it in when Helen was talking to Jungso. He was very flirty, kind of, so I could see the obvious jealousy. But if someone told her Theo had gone with someone else, I think you'll be a bit relieved. That's how you know you're not so much attracted to that person, which is okay. Like, it's okay. Our feelings are always crazy, like our hearts is crazy. You might end up liking somebody you're not supposed to like, but that's just who you like, so you can't control who you end up liking. Many would say it's because she saw him first, but I don't think that's just it. I don't think she's attracted to him, and that's it, okay? So for Theo and Sian, I hope they work out, because Theo seems like a perfect guy for her, but anything can happen. She might end up choosing Jungso. Jungso might prove all of us wrong and just end up to be the greenest flag later on. Who knows, okay? Who knows? They might end up being together, or Theo and Sian might end up being together. And that couple that I like that are on the rise, I think I saw that in episode 5, I'm going to talk about it, was Taewon and Jiyeon. Taewon and Jiyeon had this moment where they were chatting, and my guy slipped. That was a red flag moment, but he was able to recover quick and apologize to her. I think what happened was he commented that she used to wear contacts, which she has never talked to him about and never done. And so she like thought like, oh, maybe you're not talking about me, so what are you talking about? So it was supposed to be like a down moment, but he was able to pick himself back, hold her hands, and apologize for the very romantic thing. And then she was like, glasses will look good on him, and he said, really? He started doing this thing, which was so cute. Afterwards, the next day, guess who wore glasses? Him and Dex likes that girl. I don't know how. I was so surprised. Like, that's another entertaining part of season 4, is the fact that a panelist likes a contestant. I think they were just brought to the wrong season. Maybe if Dex had come, he would have been like Jiyeon's first pick, and Jiyeon would have been his first pick. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Taewon is feeling those shoes and he's feeling it well, because the next day, him wearing those glasses and smiling when she committed, like, oh, you wore the glasses, and he started smiling, was really, really nice. So I like that couple. I like them together. Then we have Arin and Dongho. They didn't really have much scenes, except the fact that Arin was quite like alarmed by the fact that Dongho had gone on that date with Hailin, which he didn't really have a say to, because she's the one that's going to pick. That's how it is with the new person. They always get to pick two people, so he could not have he could not have stopped it. So there was really nothing he could have done to salvage that situation. So I hope she understands him. And then it's quite surprising with episode 5, my eyes were like shocked, the fact that Dongo is becoming one of like the top guys. He has 3 people interested in him: Eugene, Arin, and the new girl Helene, which is like Dongo from the episode 1 that was so quiet. Episode 2 was quiet, now he has 3 girls. That's what I'm saying. One thing with Singles Inferno, he can always turn around, so you just have to keep an open mind and watch it. That's another thing. I want to talk about the fact that Eugene is just drifting farther and farther and farther away from Jinsu, and I think that ship has sailed, like it has failed. So I don't think there's any way to revive that ship, but I'm going to keep an open mind for them. Hopefully they're able to revive it. Okay, so last time we talk about is the fact that I said from the beginning that Jonsu and Sian may make a good couple, and from episode 5 he was just so over, like all over that girl. In the swimming scene, it was almost like she clocked it quick and was like, what's going on? Like, you're just all over this girl all of a sudden. So I don't know. And I think during the end of the episode they had a talk, and he was like he's gonna start chasing her, completely disregarding the 2 girls that have been all over him for the past 5 episodes, which is crazy. So in conclusion, for episode 5, I don't know, episode 5 kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like Dongho as a prospective popular 8 boy was crazy. Johnson now being a chaser, like completely disregarding the 2 girls that were after him and just turning to one of Sian's guys, because I know Sian, he's not even top 3. It isn't even top 3. That's the funniest part. He's not top 3, because she was so weirded out by the fact that he just pouring out and he's like, I like Sian out of the blue. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's it. I don't know, my characters, the cast I still like still remain the same, although I think Helene has climbed up, and Jungho, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about the new guy. I don't really care about him. I don't know if he's going to add anything spicy to the series. I just don't know. I'm hoping he does, because the reason why they bring people like that is to like shake up things, but they brought them super early. They could have waited till like episode 7 to bring them, when the dynamics are different. But you know what, let's keep an open mind, right? Let's keep an open mind. Another thing I want to talk about before I end is the fact that Heijin is becoming one of my favorites as well. That is a strong woman. I like her, and I just hope for the best for her. I do hope for the best for her, and I'm just happy that this new person came in that's going to just help her, because she removes her mind completely from Jungsu, which is good for her. So I'm not going to rank the cast. I'm going to start with the females, then I'll do the male. I think I have that written here. So firstly, Sian, then there's Helene, Jiyeon, Heijin, Minso, Eugene, and Irene. Irene, because I really did not see her this episode, so that's why she's on like the bottom of my list. Next has to be the guys. There's Teo, Taewon, Dongho, Jonghon, Jonsu, and the line person, which is Jungsu. So those are my rankings. I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.